another year, another YA adaptation, and an adaptation of the final book that's being split into 2 films, with the final one coming out next year. Because that's what we want. Hello guys, I'm Ty with Jimenez Terror City, and welcome to the Perfect, the Good, the Bad, and the Worst movie reviews. And, the Divergent Series. Yeah, what's there to say about it, to be honest? My thoughts on it are rather mixed, let's say. Well, not really mixed, actually, a bit more positive, actually. The first film I've not seen since, early 2015, so I'll just say, with one sentence, it was okay. There we go. Insurgent, which I have on DVD, I actually think is good. There is some problems with the film. The script, there are some script problems, and there are certain characters that could have been developed more. But in all honesty, I think it's a fun movie. The action is great. The sets and costumes look wonderful. The actors are great. You can tell that they're trying with the script they're given. And the story was interesting, and the ending left open the doors for what was to come. Now we have Allegiant, which, as I said before in my intro, is it's an adaptation of a book that was split into 2 films, with the last one coming out next year. We all know that. A bit of backstory on this film. Well, from my experience of this film. We had reward out in, because I just go on just sit here. We were forced to go see 4 movies. We were going to see, we were meant to choose, and these were meant to be either Kung Fu Panda 3, Star Wars 7, because that's somehow still going, and North of the North or Allegiant. I went to see Allegiant, because I'm going to see Kung Fu Panda 3 tomorrow. I've already seen Star Wars 2 times, and North of the North looks terrible. Yeah. Allegiant, I had some kind of hope, because it came from the same director, because I like him. I like the last film, as I said before, and one of the things that kind of interested me about it, I've not read, if you guys are wondering, no, I've not read every YA book, not stuff like Allegiant. Divergent. Whatever. One of the things I heard is that Ascendant is very different from the book, and it detracts itself from the story. So I was kind of thinking maybe this could actually be, kind of interesting. Because from my knowledge of the YA genre, some of them, not all of them, but some of them, they're all the same. So I was kind of thinking maybe we can get something, new. And while the story here, the story is not the same that you get from, say, the Hunger Games. It's a generic story. And as for the film itself, it's not good. It's not bad, but it's not good. But it is the weakest in the trilogy. It's the weakest in the series, actually. The plot for this film is that it takes place an hours after Insurgent, where Janine's killed, and the main character surprisingly grows some hair last time we saw her. And everyone saw that message at the end of it and was like, okay, let's go see what's beyond this wall. And Naomi Ross is like, no, you guys aren't going. So the main characters, Triss, Thor, Peter, Christina, and this other person, and Triss's brother Caleb, decide to go beyond the wall to see what's on the other side. And what they see is this wasteland, and they also see there's actually some people there, and they are the Bureau of something something, and this is where they meet Jeff Daniels, who plays David, and he's a stereotypical character, and this is what I mean by generic plot, in that if in that you may have saw a film that has this plot. This dude is like, yeah, you guys can stay here. We're not bad guys at all. And turns out they are bad guys that are planning something evil, and now these people have to stop them. If you've seen a film that has that exact same plot, you've seen the entire film. And all the while that plot line is going on, we're also having a plot line where Naomi Watts' character and Octavia Spencer's character are having this feud and this power struggle, which is by far the best part about the film. But instead of focusing on a film that I would rather watch, we're stuck with a film that is boring, generic, and it's just set up to the final film. I'll get my problems out of the way. The biggest problem I have with this film is that it doesn't seem like anyone behind this film cares. It looks like the cast, they don't want to be here anymore. It seems like they want to move on to different careers. The director, he doesn't look like he wants to do this anymore. His style is completely out of the window now. And the writers, they don't know what the hell they're doing. Because as I said before, from what I've heard, Insurgent is entirely detached from the book. So its storyline, it doesn't use that exactly storyline from the book. So the writers are just like, okay, what do we need? We need to pick this whole new storyline. Oh, I know. Let's go with that cliche story that people have seen in multiple films and multiple TV show episodes. All the while we have this subplot that people would rather watch, but they won't because this is a wire film and they want to see they want to see romance, action, bullcrap like that. That's how the film conjured up. There's also, no one just looks like they don't care anymore, and the actors, especially the actors don't care as well. Miles Teller, he looks like he has some sort of energy still left in him. He looks like he's still trying, but everyone else, they don't look like they want to be here anymore. They're just kind of like, oh my god, they're just kind of like, we have one more movie left, so, yep. Then we can move on to better stuff. There's also some continuities actually as well, because as I said in my plot, there's some continuity going around. And as I said before, the story is boring. Now I'm okay with this. I'm okay with a story generic and all that, as long as there's some kind of entertainment going around. As there are films that are generic that I have watched, and they have their enjoyable moments. But Allegiant, what it really has is a decent 10 minutes. It has a pretty good opening. But after that, we have a good 10 minutes. Then we have a pretty good last 30 minutes. But in between those, we have an entire hour and something minutes of pure nothingness happening. It's just, the entire movie is the entire middle portion is really these main characters just sitting there and talking and spouting exposition. All the while we have a plot line going on in Chicago that I would rather watch, but sadly we won't. So what is there really to say about my problems with this film? Everything's kind of my problem. The CGI doesn't look that good, the actors are bored, the story's generic as hell. What is there really to say about this film? I just explained all of my problems out. So, yeah. The positives is Miles Teller is by far the best actor in this film. He's easily trying. You can obviously tell that he has some kind of energy left in him. So, out of everyone, he's by far the most enjoyable. And when he leaves, you're kind of dreading it, to be honest. Jeff Daniels, who plays our new villain, I can't say much about him because, to be honest, he's not really much of a threat. He's just exposition, man. To be honest, you could just call him the exposition guy, because all he does throughout this entire movie is spout exposition. He does nothing throughout this entire movie. He's just like, Tris, this is blah 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 blah, spouting exposition, blah blah blah. Okay, there you go. Right now we need to move on. That's really all it is. So yeah, he was by far the best part. The sets still look good. They still look awesome. They still look like part of this world. The action is well directed. The director of the last film, Robert Strange, he came back, and that's great. And they're the only interesting parts of this film. And again, and you already know what I think of the last 30 minutes and first 10 minutes. So really, what is there to say about this movie? I've just said everything about it. Perhaps I could say that the director's style is completely gone. Some of his digital zooms are gone. And the overall fast pacedness he brings to his films is now gone. It's kind of back to that Red basics, except it doesn't have that entertainment of Red. It's just kind of... yeah. Honestly, sorry if it seems like this review is a mess, and sorry if it seems like that I may have done this review directly after I've seen the film. I've done it days after, and I did have a clear thought of what I was going to say, but I kind of found it obvious after doing this multiple times. This was going to be a very messy review, so sorry about that. Hopefully, Kung Fu Panda 3 will be a much more accurate and more in-point review. So really, what is there really to say about Allegiant? Allegiant has its moments. Miles Teller's great, the sets look good, the action is well directed. Overall, however, it's just a boring movie. And it has a decent 10 minutes and last half hour, as I said. But overall, it's a bore fest. The actors, they don't look like they want to be here. The director's style is completely gone out the window. The CGI doesn't look that good, and the story is just generic and boring, and the villain is just there just to spout exposition, and that's really all it is. I may get the film with DVD, just to see how I think of it when I get, just so I can rewatch it, see if my thoughts change, or if my thoughts are the same, and I'll then let you know. Until then, Allegiant has to get a mediocre / bad review, bad rating, aka a low rental. So yeah. Guys, I really wanted to like this film. I really wanted to actually, support it. I actually wanted to be one of those people who said, have a fun time, just switch your brain off for 2 hours. But sadly, that's not going to happen. But the good news is that even though this film will come out in summer, I won't be seeing that film. I will be seeing Pirates 5. And Transformers 5 can go screw itself. So yeah. I'll see you guys next time, and tell me what you think of Allegiant if you do see it, but then again, don't see it because you'll waste 2 hours of your life. So yeah, see ya.